Hi guys, this is Kishore and welcome back to Kishorelytics. In this video, we are diving into the something exciting concepts. As we discussed, Python is about the most beautiful and powerful language, and it can support the both structural, object and functional programming. In this video, we are seeing about the functional programming, and in the functional programming, we are seeing about the higher order functions. And what is meant by the higher order function? Inside the higher order function, we can deal about the four concepts that mean by the lambda, map, filter, reduce. And after discussing these concepts, and we are getting into the beautiful concepts like pure versus impure functions. And after discussing about these concepts, and we are getting into the Flask server. It being the basics of the Flask. And I will be typing some code, and I will be executing this code in the main local PC as a server. So that's all about this video. And just now I am trying to jump into my computer to make this all of this content. So sit back and relax. Let's get into the video. Yes, in this video, we are diving into a very interesting concept and a very important concept. So, let's dive into it. So, in this video, we are diving in the higher order functions. So, we discussed that about the Python is a powerful language. Yes, Python is a powerful language, but because it supports structure-oriented programming, it supports the object-oriented programming, and it supports the functional programming. Can you tell which language supports both object-oriented, structure-oriented, and functional programming? Python is. I will. If I ask this question to me, I will tell Python. So yes, most of the programming languages like Scala, it supports both object-oriented and functional programming. But we have many advanced features in Python. So in this video, we are seeing about the HOF, and we are seeing about the pure versus impure functions, and we are seeing about the lambda, map, reduce, filter functions, and finally we are seeing about the Flask web server, how to build a Flask web server. Okay, let me show you a quick example of the Flask web server in the last of the video. So in the first session, we are discussing about the higher order functions. So what is meant by the higher order functions? Basically, it is a very important concept. Most of the interviewers ask this question when it is a Python interview. So what is meant by the higher order functions? It is a function that either takes another function as an argument or returns a function as its output. So in this video, in this practical session, I will show if it is a HOF1 and it's a HOF2. So don't worry about that. I will show you a practical example of this. First of all, what is mean the higher order function? It's a function that takes another function as a parameter. So see, it's a beautiful thing, right? It's a function that takes argument as another function. Let me show you an example. Yes, let me show this code right now. So first of all, I tell the requirement to the coding, and then in the most of the companies, all of the employees has their own their email ID along with their company domain. Okay, don't worry about that. We don't want that much at all. In this for my requirements, let me build a function. If give the user give their name and the provider. If the provider is equal to the Gmail, I will return the format as the username at gmail.com. If the provider is equal to ymail, I will return username at ymail.com. If the provider is equal to hotmail, and basically the provider means nothing but the Gmail, ymail means Yahoo, and hotmail means it's many of the mail I don't know about it, and provider is equal to unknown. Okay, so don't worry about that. If any of this print that mail, else I want to do user at example.com. So nothing. So if you want the user, let me print the building for calling the function by passing the parameters as the Gautam and provider is equal to Gmail. Okay, and it will print the output as Gautam at gmail.com. So suppose when Kishore enters into the Google company, if the Kishore wants the email as Kishorelytics at gmail.com. So where's Kishore at outlook.com? He enters in the Microsoft company. So sorry, don't know about the Google. I like Microsoft also. So we are using the Microsoft as the OS also. So don't know, I enter into the Microsoft company they will tell us to create an email at Kishorelytics@output.com. So where's the function is thread? It's nothing, right? It shows nothing. So first of all, it checks Gmail, no. It checks Ymail, no. It checks Hotmail, no. Then if I want to print, I want to add another code, elif. I am trying to write. I don't want to write the full code. It will take the much time of me and you guys. My friends are asking, why are you putting the full big video? They don't know about. I will teach the concepts. I will explain the concepts as much as possible so that you are able to answer the questions in the interview as well as in the practical. So don't worry about the time. It will be useful for you. Okay, let me change it outlook.com. Okay, fine. Now only it will work. Another, when we'll enter into the Apple company, they have separate providers, right? When I want to update the code line by line, so only I am using the function programming. It takes a function and within the parameters it takes a we will give the another function as a parameter. So the explanation of the above code is that the function builds email. User provider take two arguments. The username as example, it's mean by my friend name Gautam, and the provider is the email service provider. Okay, depending upon the provider, it appends the appropriate domain. Okay, don't worry about that. We don't want that much to matter the above code. Okay, for now, what I want to sell, right? It takes another function as an argument. Argument is nothing but the parameter. Okay, it's mean the parameter. Don't worry about that. What's mean the parameter? The parameters are nothing but they're passing the values to the function. That's called the parameter. Okay. Okay. So, yes, this is providing specific mail function. We are creating a separate method. So don't worry about that. When don't worry about that I am telling the function as a method. So when we use the function in the class or object-oriented programming under the class, it means the method. When we use the functional programming, it will be called as the functions. So don't bother about guys. I will tell my mistake in my mouth. It will comes and comes with my experience. What I'm telling again and again, it will comes. Okay. So don't bother about it. That. So def Gmail email. I am creating the functions. Gmail email and giving the username and domain is equal to gmail.com, and it will return the Kishore@gmail.com. When I will creating the same functions for Ymail and Hotmail. Okay, I am using the higher order function to build email. So def build email, I am creating the function and username, giving the username to that function and giving the another function. See, here's what the magic happens in this video, in this session. It's mean by the function. I'm creating the function email function. Okay, it's mean by the email function. We will give that name as a parameters as this will be the function. So I will giving the to show you guys. We will give the email dash underscore function. It will be available. It will be supported in the Python. Okay, so don't worry about that. Email underscore function, and I will be return email underscore function of username. Okay, I will be calling this function of username. It will be written. So there only the email function it will be works. So sorry guys, I will be subscribing. It's my placement season. I will be working on videos. I will be creating the contents on this video. So don't worry about that. I will diverting the topic. So don't worry. Sorry. Hereafter I don't talk about omitting enter into another topic. So okay, in depth I will giving that. See, I am giving the another function inside the function. Building email is also a function. Inside the function, I will give the another function. Okay, where it works, ask me, right? So okay, print. I am calling the function build email and giving the name as username. Where the email function works. See, I am creating the Gmail email. I will calling this function. See, I am calling this function. When we will call this function, the user will go them at gmail.com. The output will be this. When I calling this function and giving the username as Rahul, and I will be giving the email function as a Ymail function, Ymail email. That function, I will give that function to the email function. It will print Rahul at ymail.com. Okay, print build email and giving the username as Abhi and giving the Hotmail email. It will be the giving as the output as abhi@hotmail.com. So what I'm going to try, the basic intuition of this higher order function is the two topics, is the 2 points. When the interviewer asks what is mean the higher order functions, you suddenly want to remember me that Kishore says it takes the 2 points. It will Kishore said to the 2 points. What will be the 2 points? That takes another function as an argument. It will be the another function argument, takes another function argument. So I will be memory. So keep on memorizing this function. So in from today's morning itself, I will be telling that how to learn faster. I will be asking the technical video. If you want this technical video, please mention the comment in just below section, comment section. So okay, I will be sending the drive links to you guys. And another important notice to Kishorelytics subscribers and families. If you want any notes, if you want any handwritten notes, whatever it may be related to the data related course, I will be writing all the notes in the handwritten notes. That's only written by me. That's copyright for giving for me. I have taken the written notes, handwritten notes for everything. If you want Excel, if you want Power BI, if you want Tableau, if you want Scikit-learn, if you want Pandas, if you want NumPy, if you want Matplotlib, if you want Seaborn, all are available with me. If you want any notes, please ping me a mail to Kishorekannan, KISHOREKANNAN82@gmail.com. Just ping a short mail. I want notes from this subject. So please send me a prior link, drive link. Okay, within few minutes I will send my notes to you guys. So don't worry about that. I will be helping to you grow with me. The growth is not me growing. It will be depends on both from for me and you. The air will be blow for twice. Okay. So okay, and let's get into the topic. And if the first point is over, right? It takes another function as an argument parameter. Okay, and it returns a function as an output. It returns a function as its output. See, in the first point, it takes another function as an argument, and it returns a function as an output. How much how much powerful it is. Okay, let me go to that program. In the previous program itself, we are creating the functions. Now we are going how it works. Let me tell the working of that above program. That will be also available. I will be creating the notes. I don't know. I created my notes during my class time. Okay, fine. Each provide a specific function, Gmail, mail, Ymail, etc. I will be created that this function and knows to how to format the email for the domain. Okay, it knows how to format the function. The main function will be the build email function. It will take the username and email function, the function reference link like Gmail. I will explain this beautifully, basic intuition. If you want this again, please rewind the video. Sorry, because I want to teach many more topics, right? I want to teach impure function and I will want to teach lambda, map, filter, reduce functions, and last I want to tell how the Flask will be connected, how the will be save the how will be local PC act as a server. I will want to show you guys with a project, right? I will be done the project by yesterday. The day is the day is 21/6. So don't worry about that. I will be done by yesterday night. Graph recommendation I will be showing as output with the HTML. Okay, so okay, and the email I will be showing. Okay, so second it will be written as the output. It written I will want to show it written output as a function. Okay, let me show you output. Okay, I'm creating the function def email builder of domain. I'm giving the just a domain to this function. And inside the function I will be writing the another function def build email of username. In this function I want to give the username only. So okay, and it will be written format. I will be using the format function, don't worry about that. I will be taught on this in the previous video. I will be using this username and the domain. What will be given in the outer function I will be using. It has a parameters. It has a whatever I am going to tell about. It has a permission to use the outer function inside the inner function. It has permissions. Python allows that. So don't worry about that. It will be access username at domain. Domain means what? It will be user will give me the parameter as domain, and it will be written the fill function, and I will be written the build email, and it will be this function as output. See, it will be written as output as a function. Okay, So I'm creating where's the email will be I will be showing creating the specific email functions using the closures. Okay, I will be creating email builder. I will be calling this function only, and within the function I will be giving the gmail.com. So now you have the doubt where the username I want to give. Wait, I will be giving. I will be creating another function Gmail, and within the Gmail I will be giving that Gautam. Okay, it's my friend name. So don't worry about using the generator function. I will be creating the Gautam. Print ymail of Rahul. Print artmail of Abhi. Okay, I will be giving. It will be given by this. I will see. I will be show in the practical session. This is a variable, or this is a function, or this is the which data type the container stores, the sugar box stores. It will be show the sugar, either it will be shows the multiple sugar box. I will be shown in the practical session. So don't worry about that. Just watch the code. Just keep by practicing by watching the video. So don't watch the video, just enter and keep the notepad and pen just by watching the video. Please make sure to note the important tips and points. So make sure about that and stay hydrated. Bring the water bottle to near to you and drink some water for few minutes again and again and again. Okay, so stay hydrated, guys. This will be the health is important. After the health, the discipline, and after the discipline we want the studies. So only we have get successful in the life. Why am I talking this like means I have watched many more detox video previous. The that mindset will be becoming independent of the mindset what I'm going to tell. I will be telling, I will be taking the 2 times of time, 2 minutes of you, because I want to tell you a short story. I have this is my placement season, and many of the friends are give my college was giving the communication training and aptitude training, full-fledged training to us. Okay, but my domain is not the software engineer. I don't like domain, but I will be worker, but I will be like to work on more on numbers. Okay, but they will giving a software engineer. And in the morning, we get the today's in the morning while recording the video. Recording the video, the time date is 21. Okay, so don't worry about that. So why you want to worry about that? The time is 20. Date is 21. And in this today's training, we have the topic right. Describing a picture. The ma'am has to called me to discuss the picture. The picture was night. It's not the full moon. Today I don't perform well. I know itself. I don't perform well. My tongue was rolling in front of others. When we keep on eating, what I'm going to tell is not. When we trying something and something again and again, it comes into mindset. It will be flown in the blood itself. ரத்தத்திலே ஊறுறது சொல்லுவாங்க in Tamil. Okay, that's in the Tamil guys I understand that it will be flown in the blood itself. You can't eat easily when we but I'm going to tell, if you practice again and again and again, it will be coming, and the mindset will be become, it will give confidence to you guys. So what I'm going to say, please make sure to practice. Without practicing, practice makes the man perfect. That's come. Okay, let's get into the video. Let's get into the session. I will be diving the session, so don't worry about that. I will be taking 2 minutes of the time. This will be worth of it, and don't give me the name as boomer. Okay, fine. And it will be written the output as a function. That's all. I'm giving the explaining the function to you guys, so don't worry about that. I will be explain. Already I explained. You are able to understand with the theory notes. You can explain it very clearly. Okay, the email builder domain. See where is the function? It means the function is an email builder domain, and email builder domain the function factory. It's a function factory. See, it contains the function and inside the function. So we are telling the function factory. Okay, it returns a new build email function customized with the given domain. It's given build email. It's this inner function. And when you call Gmail is equal to email builder, it creates the build email function that always uses gmail.com as the domain. So okay, I will be telling it means the function. I will be showing in the type of the function, type of Gmail in practical session. So don't worry about that. When you call the Gmail, email builder gives the gmail.com and it creates the build email function. It will call the build email function, this function. It will call this function and will be return the domain with the domain. So I don't want to take much time in this topic. So that's all. Higher order function is that it takes to it, if your interviewer asks this, you want to tell that 2 points, it takes another function as the argument. Argument is nothing but the parameter. And the second point is that returns a function as its output. Okay, it will be written as the function as the output. I will be showing this. Okay, and let's get into the practication of the higher order function. Yes guys, you finished the theoretical session of the higher order function. Yes, now let's get into the practical session. So in this practical session, we are what the programs are discussed in the theoretical session that will be executed in the practical session. I will be the what are the requirements to tell in the interview in the theoretical session and how to code in the practical session. So just by this. First of all, I want to give the requirements to you. I will be telling a short story itself. So please make sure to rewind the video and make sure to see that my requirements when the user give the name and will the provider give the output is that we want to merge it Gautam at gmail.com and Rahul at gmail.com, Abhi at hotmail.com and John at unknown.com. Unknown means example. Okay, fine. And when that's my example, let me quickly run this. What going to open? It consists of tabs. Why? Where the inconsistent of tabs? It will be working, right? So let me debug this. So don't bother about it. I will be some mistakes can be may happen. Hotmail. So this only I'll be giving the tab. Now let me run. So what the problem in this? Let me debug and after coming into the video. Yes guys, I have mistaken by here. I will be giving the few indentations. Basically Python has a main disadvantage is that indentation error. So don't bother about it guys. It will be I will be corrected that when the output is that Gautam at gmail.com, Rahul at ymail.com, Abhi at hotmail.com and John at example.com. It's okay, fine. First of all, I will be telling the requirements to you. And first, in the now I will be getting into the higher order function. The first requirements is that it will be getting the function as a parameter. So that's the main. First of all, I will be creating the def Gmail function. Gmail function itself. It will be giving the username and domain. Yes, it's possible to hard code the parameters. The domain is equal to gmail.com. I will be giving the domain. So for email, for hotmail, and for I'm creating the building email. I will be it's a main function. It's a higher order function. It's a username. I'm giving the username and giving the email function. Email function is that it's a function. It will be build email. After that running the code, the build email getting to know that email function. It's always a function. We are the build email says I am a function within me. It contains another function that is all the email function. So return it will be written the email function of username. So what's going to trying to tell or trying to convey is that when I giving this email function, for which email I want to create. For I am creating the Gmail email. It will be goes here and will be printing the Gautam at gmail.com. So when we'll be giving the username as Rahul and email function, which email I want y email means I am giving the y mail as email function and will be getting to the function and it will be printing that Rahul at ymail.com. So let me try to execute this code. Yes, the output has been coming. I will be executing by explain with this Abhi. I am giving the username as Abhi and will be I want the hotmail email function. So I will be calling the hotmail email function. It will get into this code and it will be printing that Abhi at hotmail.com. So the output is that's only. Okay, fine. And the second point, I will be telling the second point, right? So let me add new cell. So sorry, by adding this. I don't want to delete this. So let me run this. After that, I will be adding the cell. So don't worry about that. And email builder, the second point, it will be returning the output as another function. So this will be the second point, and if I will be creating the email builder and only I am giving the domain, and inside the email builder I will be creating another function called the build email, and will be giving that username only, the username only, and I will be returning that yes, I will be returning that f formatting using the format function. I will be returning the username, and I will be accessing the outer function the domain outer function parameters. I will be accessing that. I will be printing the username at domain.com, what it may be, and I will be returning that build email, and the function I will be returning the build email function itself. So that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing in the higher order function. Yes. Okay. Fine. That's it. When I'm creating that, sure. First of all, I'm trying to execute this. Then only don't worry about that. I will be creating that, printing that type of Gmail. I want to show it to you guys. I will tell that the theoretical session itself. Don't worry about that. I will be joining. It's a function. It's a collection of sugar boxes. Okay. It's showing the collection of sugar boxes. So if you want to see the type of ymail, that also showing that function. Okay, when I trying to execute this, it is also showing that function same. Okay, I'm putting this command. Yes, I said it will be printing this output. It's a function, and inside that I will be calling the email builder and giving the parameters. I will be only giving this Gmail. Okay, I will be calling the function gmail.com, and it will Gmail. It's contains the domain. First of all, I calling this function only, and after that I want to print the output. For printing the output, I want to call the inner function. The inner function only having that format function of username at domain.com. So I will be calling this as creating this be a function and giving the inside the parameters as Gautam. So whenever it will be giving the Gautam, it will be getting into the, first of all, it will be giving this Gmail is equal to the Gautam. It contains the Gautam, and it will be calling the email builder, and it will be calling the email builder, and it will be giving us gmail.com. When this will be entered into this and build email username, and the username contains Gmail, and Gmail contains the Gautam as parameter. So it will be getting into the forward function. It will be returning as Gautam at gmail.com, so that the output will be the Gautam at the gmail.com. So yes, guys, I will be telling this higher function very clearly and very beautifully. So I hope this video is helpful. This session will be helpful for you. When the yes, why we want to let's talk about the application few more minutes. So why we want to use this function, like yes, this function can be built in with right without using higher order function also. So why we are using the higher order function? So that's the point. When we are using a higher order function, when the code must be built, we will be using the code for reusability and for easy debugging or for code cleaning. When another developers enters into the same project, the another developer also wants to know about the code, for how the code is working, and where the API is calling, where the function is writing. So it will be basically for nothing, and this same logic will be written by another main simple function itself. We are creating, just by creating the simple function, we can able to write the same logic. But why we are using it? It's build a code reusability. See, when we write this, like it's been I think 364, it's been the 10 lines. When we are using the using a simple functions, it will contains more lines. Still, when you see the short code or the long code, which is makes you simpler, the short code only, right? So only we are using the higher code or higher order function. So that's a basic intuition, that's a basic idea, that's the basic logic behind the higher order function. So that's all about the function. Now let's get into the pure versus impure function. It's a small topic. Let's finish it. After that, let's finish the pure versus impure function. After that, we are getting into the higher order function, and after that, getting the higher order function types. It will be the map, reduce, and filter, lambda. Lambda is basically the anonymous function. Basically, we told the lambda is anonymous function. So don't worry about that. I will be explaining the session. And after finishing, the most interesting part of the video is coming at the last. So the Flask, connecting the Flask. I will be excited to see that. because I will be excited to see when I run the code, the output will be in the on a website like a local server. It will be very beautiful. I will be showing you guys. So don't worry about that. Yes, let's get into the theoretical session of pure versus impure function. Yes, now let's get into the pure versus impure function. So first we want to know about the theoretic knowledge, and after that we are knowing about the practical knowledge. So what's meant to the pure function and impure function? First we are talk about the pure function, and later we are talking about the impure function. So what is meant by the pure function? The pure function is a function. It's normally a function. Okay, don't know messy about that. That always return the same output when they given the same output input. When it always returns the same output. Whatever the giving the same input, it will return the same output. It does not affect any side effect. It does not affect the basic word, the main keyword. The main keyword when the interviewer asks this about the pure function and impure function, you want to tell about this content, this word. If you tell this word, the interviewer gets knowledge about this guy knows about the topic, that this guy knows about the pure versus impure function. So this is the main keyword. So make sure to don't forget this keyword. It does not have any side effects. So that's the basic intuition. That's the basic. I will be showing that by the following the video session. Pure function means it's a function that always returns the same output when they are given the same input. Okay, does not have any side effects. Okay, the side effects is any modification is that function makes the state of the system or the environment outside the scope. When we tell the pure function is that it will be, I will be showing the example also. The main side effects are that it will be using the mainly in the global scope, global variable and the local variable. The pure now in the mind now the pure function means it does not have any side effects. Now keep it in the mind, fix it in the mind. So when the interviewer or any persons ask about that, you want to tell about this. Okay, pure versus impure function. Pure function means does not have any side effects. So fix it in the mind. Let's get into that. And it's a deterministic, meaning that the output is entirely determined by its input. Yes, I will be reading. Basically, I am an easy student. I will be reading it in the signals and system class. Deterministic means whatever the input is the same as the output. That means it is a deterministic, meaning that the output is entirely determined by its input. The output is depending upon the input. That means it means deterministic. Okay. I'm telling this clearly. Are you able to understand, guys? Please make sure to give the thumb symbol in the comment section. So only I will be getting to know that I will be doing these things correctly. So please make sure to subscribe the Kishorelytics channel, because I will be working hard for you. But no subscription, no job, no what. I don't want to blaming blabbers with you. So that's my problem. I want to see that. I want to face that problem. So if you have any problem, face it. Don't run it. It will, the god automatically, the Murugan will automatically gives it to you when you read the art, when you read something. The first in the first session itself I tell, when you try think again and again, the universe, the Murugan will give you. So don't worry about that. Okay, the impure function. The impure function that has side effects. Yes, it's coming. When this does not have side effects, it means the pure function. When it has side effects, it means the impure function. So don't worry about that. I will be showing the output. I will be showing the example for the pure versus impure function. So I will be creating a global variable. The global variable means this variable can be accessed by any of the functions I am creating inside in the variable. It can be accessed by any of the functions. But when we create the function, it will be accessed only within the function. That's mean with the local variable. So make sure to please understand that global and local variable. Global variable is nothing but we are creating outside the function. It can be used by any of the function. When we create the inside the function, it is a local variable that can be accessed but used by only within the function. So that is, I will be creating a total is equal to 0, and I will be giving def add is equal to r of unknown. Okay, now I will be using the global variable, so only I will be giving that global total and within that I will be adding the total plus equal to amount. Whatever giving this the value as the amount as a parameter, it will be added to the total. Now I will be just printing I am from add function, so I will be printing the output as 2. So now I will be calling the function, and now the output is that 2. So nothing to worry. This basically this will be cube. Okay. When I rough way, I will be showing that practical session. So don't worry about that. I will be giving that def text function is equal to print I am from text. Now I will be printing the total means if the total contains 0 only, it will be printed. Okay. So let's quickly get into the theoretical session of practical session of pure versus impure function. Okay, now let's get into it. Yes, now let's get into the practical session of pure versus impure function. Basically I have told in the theoretical session, what you want to keep in the mind is that pure means does not have any side effects, impure means it has side effects. That's all. Okay. I'm creating a explain the code. I'm trying to explain this code. I am creating a global variable is equal to 0, and I will be creating the function as add of amount. When I add up the amount, it will be giving the global. I will be using the global total, so it will be it can be used by any of the functions. So only it will be the global. Sorry about that, guys. And global total, and I will be calling that total plus equal to amount. I will be printing that I am from add function. It will be the total, and I will be calling that I add of 2, and I will be creating another function. It's will be the test function, and I am from that test that whatever in the total. Now if you want that, if you want to know that the add function and the test function does not have any relationship between these two functions, does not have any relationship, but the total will be the same to this. So I'm trying to execute this code. It will be printing this output as 2. Yes, the output is 2. Now I am trying to execute this code. Sorry, I will print it. Now I calling this code. Now what I'm going to trying to copy, and that I'm from text, it will be the 0. So now I will be taking this command, and after I will be I'm from 2, and whatever in the, I will be added that in this is, see, when we giving the 2, it will be enter into global total. Using the global total, will access the global total, and it will be added the amount. Now the total contains 0. The plus equal to 2 means it will be added as 2, and it will be print as, now I am add, it will be print the total. Okay, fine, it will be total. Okay, now the test function means it will be have the side effects. Now the total is 0, but it will be updated by using the add function, so only the total is 2. So that's all about the intuition. That's the basic intuition of pure versus impure function. When you see anything about impure function, this example has been given to you. So only I am, yeah, if you watch any blogs, if you want use W3 schools, or if you want to watch any Geeks for Geeks, you only this is the basic example given by this blog. So only I am using this code as for explaining the impure and pure function. So that's all about, guys. Let's get into the lambda map reduce filter functions of this higher order function. Let's get into it. Theoretical session. This being a theoretical session, so please make sure to take the pen and paper. Please make sure to gain the tips and knowledge from me. So please make sure to use of me to gain the full knowledge about the Python. So that's all. Let's get into the theoretical session of map, reduce, lambda, and filter. Yes, let's get into the theoretical overview of lambda, map, filters, and reduce. Basically, it's a type of higher order function. It will be using mostly in the functional programming. And let's first discuss about the lambda function. So we are going to learn about the lambda function. So please make sure to make a quick note of this. If you want any notes, and if you want any handwritten notes itself, yeah, I will be providing. Please ping me in the email. I will be sharing my email in the description. Please make sure to ping me a mail, and please make sure to follow me in the LinkedIn, and I'll be giving my Instagram account in the description. Please make sure to follow. It's okay. Why should you want to follow? because in the LinkedIn I will be posting that video update. The video has been posted, and in the Instagram also I will be promoting the video has been posted. So if you follow the Instagram and LinkedIn, I will, and if you bring me in the mail, I will be actively in both thrice of this. If you want to catch me in email, yes, it's been allowed. And if you want to catch me in LinkedIn, yes, this has been allowed. If you want to catch me in the LinkedIn Instagram, that has been allowed. But I don't want to give my number. It's my personal, so I don't want to give my number as to you guys. So let's get into the theoretical overview of lambda function. So if you basically the lambda function, we call the lambda, another name of the lambda function is the anonymous function. Basically, many of the persons have, many of the interviews can ask me, between the one more question also. Yes, I was studying. I remembered my computer ma'am in that in the result she will teach me about the lambda function. Yes, I will be remembered. So now I will be teaching you. So that's where I from 12 student to be graduate. So that's been by the distance between them. I will be working hard, but I will be getting the better results in the next in a few more days. Okay. Lambda function. The lambda function is the anonymous function. Basically, all of this calls are what is mean the anonymous function is you don't want to know. You should only know about the lambda functions. Yes, it means the no name. We don't give the function name. If usually it's used for the short and simple operations. So basic intuition, the basic syntax and the basic you want to remember is that if you want to give that the keyword the lambda, that means the lambda function. This means the anonymous function. If you want to give the name, and it will be showing as a variable sugar box itself. Okay, and giving the arguments. Arguments means what are the parameters? Arguments nothing with the parameters. What are the variables that should be operated inside the function? That means the expression. Operation means that means the operation is performed by operator. Operand performs operation. Okay. Expression within the expression. Okay. That's all about that. I will be showing the practical example in the following upcoming sessions. And let's get into the second topic of map. Basically, it will be used in the. First of all, I will be telling the name, quick definition. Afterwards, where it can be used and where it can be mapped itself. Okay, later I will be telling. And it applies a function to each item in the iterable, like a list. If you want to iterable the list, and if you want to perform some operation for each object in the list, for each item in the list, you can use the function. The basic is that if you the basic syntax is the map that we are using the function. That I mean I will be showing that a lambda function can be used by using the map function also. I will be using that function, and it want to be iterable. What it want to be get iterable, but it means the variable or it means the list. Okay. So it's apply the function to each item. It's apply the function to each item. See, that's the basic condition. It's apply the function to each item that it can be iterable to each and returns a map object. Okay. Let's get on the third topic. And what means the filter? The filter function is the function and iterable. Filter that items it's also be iterable through the list and returns true where the function returns to. It's basically the theory, live with the theory. I will be explaining by my mouth. And what the basic condition means, let me show the practical example. After that, if you get clear about that, what we make, if you want to perform certain condition based on the function, you can use the filter function. So I will be showing by following season, so don't worry about that. And okay, I'll be scrapping. If you want the beautiful soup also, I will be explaining this concept in the later following videos. Then I will plan much more videos by Python itself, and it will basically it may be get up to 20 hours after I finish complete the Python crash course. It will be maybe now it will be maybe I think there will be 6 parts has been covered, and each part contains more than 30 minutes. That means also 6 3s are 24. It means get up to the 240, and after I will be covering some more minutes. After it will be basically now itself we are giving that 4 hours. Okay. Yes, let's get into the Redis function. Redis function also is as a parameter, giving the parameters as function and will be iterable from function tools. It will basically this means it will be used by function tools model only. It cannot used by one. Okay. reduce an iterable to a single value. Whatever if you give the multiple values, it will be produce a single value only. நீ என்ன வேணா சொல்லு, ஆனா நான் ஒண்ணுதான் செய்வேன். That means in Tamil. If you know the Tamil, please make sure to translate in that. Whatever you give, I will be following give one value. I will be follow my own personality. That's my basic intuition of reduce. Okay, let's go and let's give into the practical examples. Okay, now def lambda. I want to show the lambda. The regular function can be written by this. It contains the I will be creating the def square of x and written x star x. That means the square, right? That the basic logic is that the logic is that x into x is the square function. So only I am using def square of x and it will be returning as x star x. Okay, and within the lambda function it will be used by single line. So I will be creating a sugar box. I will be creating the variable, whatever it may be. You can keep it in the mind. I will be telling my subscriber it can be the sugar box, it can be the container, it can be the variable. Okay, I will be using that as lambda keyword, and I will be what are the arguments. What are the arguments I will be using here? This the x. I will be perform the expression as x star x. The basic syntax is that using okay, sorry, and lambda in the lambda I will be using that arguments that expression. The following by arguments I will be giving the semicolon and giving the expression. Okay, that's the basic syntax of this. Yes, that's the basic. If you run this, I will be showing this in the practical session itself, and now it will be printing as the same output. When we give the square is equal to 5, it will print as the output 25. Okay, now let's get into the map function. And what I am told in the map function, it will apply to each item in the iterable like list. Okay, it will be iterable. So let's make it in the possible as soon as possible. Why I am getting urged to this video? Because I want to explain the Flask server, so only I am getting urged in the video. So don't know what they are about. But I will be explaining this concept clearly. So clear and concise in the crisp manner. Okay, my communication ma'am tell about my my English was so good, my grammar is also so good, but I want to take care about my pronunciation. So only I am working on my tongue twisters. So I will be come with my tongue twisters. Betty bought a butter, but the butter was bitter. So Betty bought a better. So keep on practicing the tongue twisters, and I will be improve my pronunciation skills, and will be improve my why I am creating this channel means to improve my communication skills, and I want to improve give my knowledge to others by searching YouTube. Basically, if you take the YouTube, it will be collection of library. It will be the collection of library itself. It contains many books. It's a collection of library. You want to search many of the topics, you want to there will be a lot of creators, but I will be small content creator, but I will be damn sure I will be make better videos. I will be giving my entire knowledge. Okay, this will be not help for you, but this will be also help my reinforcing the concepts again and again. If I reinforce means I will be getting to able this concept. So that's all. That's the basic introduction of Kishorelytics. Okay, I will be creating a list as nums, and will be giving as num 1 2 3 4 5, and will be giving the creating a container in the square box, and will be giving a list of map. I will be using this, and lambda function, the basic function, and the arguments. Okay, sorry, it's mean the iterable. Okay, what is going to be iterable, that will be given by this iterable. Okay, and inside this I will be using that function as lambda x dot x dot x. It will be showing as output as I will be showing that if you print a 1 star 1, it will be output as 1. If it comes to 2, it will be print as 2, the 2 square, and it will, when it comes to 3, the 3 square is 9, and when it comes to 4, it's that the 4 square is 16. When it comes to 5, the 5 square is 25. So that's all. That's the basic notion of map. It will be iterable through objects and perform some operations. And let's come into the filter function. And in the filter function, we are creating the list, same list 1 2 3 4 5, and giving the even is equal to creating a super box as even list. It has been also a list because it contain, we are using the variable as list of list function. So it been even is also a even sugar box is a list function. Okay, collection of objects with similar data. That's my list. If you want the list videos, that will be available in the Kishorelytics channel. Please make sure to check the Kishorelytics channel. It's mean by I think it will be in the part 2 video, right? List even is equal to list of, I will be using the filter function. Within the filter function I will be using the lambda function. I will be filtering by even numbers, so only lambda function I will be using the arguments, whatever the parameters in the arguments I will be giving x. Let me using the parameter x mod 2 equal to 0, then only I want to print the, if what equal to be iterable, it will be iterable to the nums. Okay, that's all about that. If I want to filter it by odd number only, so that the output will be x equal to 2 comma 4. Okay, that's all about that. Yes, let's dive into the reduce function. And in the reduce function, give space. Okay, I will be first of all I want to import that from function tools import reduce. So this is a basic introduction, so don't forget about that. We want to use the, if you want to use the reduce function, it can be available in the function tools func tools modules. So okay, and now I'm creating the list 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, and I will be giving the total is equal to, total is equal to creating the, using the function reduce of lambda. If you give anything, if you give any multiple values, I will be in the basic the reduce function has own policy. I will be returning the output as one value, and I will be giving the function lambda x comma y, and I will be printing as x plus y. How it works means I will be passing through nums, okay, through iterable, and I am printing the total. What it gonna be happen means it's been the 1 plus 2, it's been the 3, and 3 plus 3, it's been the 6, and 6 plus 4, it's been the 10, and 10 plus 5, it's been with the 15. So that's all about that. And if you print the nums is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, and if it will print the output as 15. So now let's dive into the comparison table, and later I will be showing the practical session of this. Okay, now the function is the function, and its purpose, and the returns, and the example use cases. Now let's see about the lambda function. Basically it's mean by the anonymous function, and it returns a single expression, the quick math operations. The use case is that if you don't want to write a multiple line of code, if you want to write it in a single way, it's been possible using the lambda functions. And the map function, it will be apply function to all items, it will be apply to all functions. It's transform the list by using the condition. Okay, and the basic intention of filter is that if keep the items that match the filter object, it will be filtering the matching the condition, then only it will be returning, it will be filter. So what means the filter, it will be under a certain condition, it will be filtering. So now let's come into the reduce function. It combines all the values to the one value. So that's all about it. If whatever it may be, it means the sum, it means the product, it may be the max, it may be the minimum, whatever it may be, etc. I will be giving the etc. So please make sure to run this code. Let's get into the quickly get into the practicalization of the four functions. So let's get into it. Yes, now let's get into the practicalization of the lambda map filter reduce. Okay, fine. And regular function can be written by this. And when we use the lambda function, the basic indication of this is that the syntax is that when we're creating the lambda keyword and giving the arguments and putting the semicolon, it's within a semicolon, and after that want to give the expression whatever it may be, I will be writing that expression. Okay, so that's a basic indication. So I will be giving the arguments. So arguments, that means the parameters, and giving the x dot x. So that's all. Okay, now it will be printing an output as, when we are trying to execute this, it will be giving the output as 25. So that's all about the lambda function. And now let's get into the map function. It will be I will be explaining this theoretical in the theoretical section itself. Please make sure when I trying to execute this, it will be printing that out square of the numbers. So what will be happening is it will be going iterable through every items in the list. It will iterate through 1, it will be iterate through 2, it will be iterate through 3, it will be iterate through 4, it will be iterate through 5. So by I'm giving the square is equal to it, I'm getting a list and showing the result in the square list, and giving the list of map. Map means itself it will be iterate through all the list map, and giving inside the function I'm giving using the lambda function, and giving inside the lambda function lambda x, and giving a square semicolon, and it will be squaring the numbers. This is the logic basic induction. I will be squaring the x, that's all be used, and whatever it don't be iterable, that only I want to give, it will be iterable through the nums. So it will be printing that print of squared. So that's all about it. And now let's get it will be printing the output as 1 comma means 1 square, 2 square, 4, 3 square, 4 square, 5. 1 square is mean the 1 and 2 square means the 4, 3 square is mean the 9 and 4 square is mean the 16, 5 square is mean the 25. So that's all about that. And now let's get in the filter function. Filter function means it will be matching, it will be the filtering by based on the condition. Now I want the my requirement is that I want to print the odd even numbers only, so that I will create in the list 1 2 3 4 5 and will be creating the even list. I want to store the result in the list in the that the list contain the even and name is the even, and I will be using that list of filter of lambda. It means the filter using the filter function. Inside the filter function, I will be executing the condition lambda x and will be using the condition x mod 2 is equal to equal. When number I see 1 mod 2 is equal to no, I don't want it, remove it. And whenever 2 mod 2 equal to 0, yes, I want it. That will be the output 2 comma 4. So whenever trying to execute this code, it will be printing as output as 2 comma 4. Oh, that's all about. And now when I'm trying to, first of all I want to try I want to importing that from functions tools, import reduce, and I will be telling that nums is equal to 1 to 3 comma 4 comma 5, and I will be telling that total is equal to reduce of lambda comma x. I will be reducing means reducing to single value. You want to know that if you ask if anybody asks that about that, if the reduce means it's in a single value, reducing a single multiple values in whatever I gave you, whatever you get 1000 values, I will be producing as output as a single value. That's the basic intuition. And total is equal to reduce, and lambda is equal to giving that output x plus y. It will printing as output because the 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3 plus 3 is 6 and 6 plus 4 is 10 and 10 plus 5 is 15. The total output is 15. Now what I'm going to do is that first of all I want to give real world examples, so that only if you get in the industry, you know about the Kishore says you want to know my name, so only I keep on trying, giving my name again and again. You are able to remember my name. Okay. Yes. When I trying to, first of all I want to explain this code. I'm creating an emails list. It's been the abc@gmail.com. It's been the xyz@gmail.com. It's been the test@hotmail.com. Okay, sorry, it's been the xyz@ymail.com. I want to extract the providers using the mail map function. Sorry, it's been the map function. I want to extract the provider's name only. So what I'm going to do that provider, I'm creating the providers as a list and giving you mapping it as list and using the map. When you want to all the list as out all the list as output by based on the you want to perform some operation, you can use the map function. So only I'm using the map function, so don't worry about that, so don't bother about it. Please make sure to if you don't know, if you get confused, please make sure to rewind the video and mark that video and after come to this. Okay, I'm using a map function and keeping it as lambda, and I'm giving an email dot split at function. I want to split based on the condition, as my expression is that I want to split at one function. After that I want to name one means it will be after that Gmail, it will be printing as gmail.com, email.com, hotmail.com. Whatever what the operation to be operand, that will be the gmail.com. So that one I am only giving them email as a IEEE. Okay, now I want to filter by using in the emails list. I want to filter out by who are using the gmail.com as the provider. I want to use that. I want to filter it out. So only the name itself suggesting it will be the filtering. So only I am using this filter. I am getting the Gmail users only. I will be list of filtering and using the lambda function email and by filtering in by Gmail in email. I am using the in function. It's been the operators. Gmail in email. It will get into the email and check whether it's a Gmail contains in this. Yes, the abc@gmail.com. So it will be printing this output as a abc@gmail.com. Now I want to print a length of the list. Basically it can be used by length of email. It will give the length of the list, but I want to show how it can be written by using the reduce. So only I am using that from function tools. I will be importing the reduce and I will be giving the total cache as a list. I will be reducing that lambda, giving the arguments as x comma y. I want to print, first of all I will be giving the x as 0, so only I will be keeping as a x of 0 and x plus len of y. len of y means it will be printing that len of y. First of all, it will print, and x plus y means x is 0, 0 plus y, which will be the 42. Whatever in the characters, it will be showing the characters, how whatever in the characters, total character count. Okay, that's all. That's mean the 42. So that's the basic intuition. So now let's get into the interesting topic about the Flask. So let's get into it. Great, you are going in the right direction. You are in the right hands. So now let's get into the Flask. What do you mean the Flask? Flask is an excellent lightweight framework for Python. Excellent lightweight web framework for Python. It will be creating the APIs and connecting the backend services. It's a micro web framework. It will be written with the Python itself. Okay, and it's a minimal core. That's why it's handling it's micro. It's been the minimal core and but extendable, and it's based on the Work Squad WSI toolkit and Jinja. It will be using the Jinja template. If you want to create a static, if you want to create the templates, means inside the template folder, you want to give in this app.py. So that's a basic intuition, and don't worry about it. I will be putting this practical system in the later future videos. When I try getting into the machine learning concepts, I will be. I'm sure I want to show the project. If you don't know about the project, you don't know about the itself. So only if you when it gets into the when the video when the time comes, it depends on the time comes when we enter into the scikit-learn model. Now I will be showing that output in the within the template folder. Okay, it will be perfect for beginners and it will be small to medium apps. Now I will be showing how to use the framework and the basic example. So don't bother about me when it comes to scikit-learn model. When it learns to machine learning projects, I will be damn sure I will be working on it, and I will be make sure to show that video. So thank you. Let's get into the practical session of this. How the Flask can be executable. Yes, now let's get into the how to fix the Flask. Now it's a basic. No, don't bother about me. It's a basic. So first I will be showing how the servers can be installed with your local PC. So first of all, I want to print it right. If you don't have the Flask, I will be already installed. When I work with the project, I want to show the pip install which Flask the caps. Okay, when we install this, it will be automatically installed. I will be already installed. If you don't install, make sure to install this. Later it will be useful for our projects. When we get a project, it will be useful. So from Flask, I will be importing the Flask. So this is the basic code. This is like a template. You want to memorize it if you take anything. Okay, and if you're creating the app is equal to Flask, giving the name, main function name, Flask of name. You want to initialize that and giving the app root. Within that, you want to give the class name. Later, I will be showing that app creating that app root of giving the slash, giving this, and I will be creating a small function def allow, and I will be giving that. I don't want. I don't. I'm big fan of Flask. I'm big fan of Kishore. I love Kishore. Subscribe Kishorelytics. There are lot of tutorials on the way. You are in the right way. Wait. Sorry. Got to be out. Okay, fine. I want to print the right way. We enter into this. Sorry. Right way. Okay, it's all about that. And later I will be okay. Now let's get into the main function. Inside the main function, I am initializing the main, and I will be app.run, giving that debug is equal to. It's a basic template. You want to memorize it by whatever maybe you get. It's a template. I will be showing the template, and now I am showing the output also. So now I will be. Why I am not using the Jupyter notebook? Because the Jupyter notebook does not support the Flask. So only I'm using the Python. Please make sure to install the Python. I will be showing that also in the future videos. So now I will be telling what is Flask and how can we initialize your PC as a local server. How can be used? Okay, hosted. So how can we connect? I will be connecting. I will be showing you by connecting the Flask with the HTML also in the future videos when it comes to scikit-learn model, when it comes to the machine learning projects. Okay, so don't bother about it. Okay, now let's. I'm simply running this code. Okay, now it can be run when it goes to this. When we clicking this open in Chrome, you can simply get into the Chrome. Now I will be stopping this and getting into the Chrome. After that I will be recording. Okay, yes, I will be running open with my Chrome browser. See, it will be the Python port. So see, whatever I written in the code, it will be allow Kishore. I am subscribed to the Kishorelytics. There are a lot of results on the way. I am missing this. You are in the right way. So that's all about that. I will be showing what's a template, and I will be showing how to work it, and I will be showing how it can be initialized. I will be telling basics of that process. Wait, in the future videos, we are discussing about the projects, and when we get into the machine learning projects, we can use it by creating a streamlit also. But why we are using its Flask, it's lightweight. It's completely beginning for beginners. So I'll be just showing the basics of law. So don't bother about it. Don't get fear. I'll be showing. I will be get back in the future videos. So that's all for this video. If you like this video, please make sure to like this comment, like this video, and please make sure to share with your friends. Your friends are also gaining the knowledge by watching this video. And that's all. Thank you. This is Kishore. I'm signing up from Kishorelytics. That's all. Tata. Bye bye.